Hello, young explorers. Welcome to another exciting adventure with fun animals for kids. Today, we're climbing mountains, exploring farms, and discovering the amazing world of goats. Goats are incredible animals that have been alongside humans for thousands of years. These remarkable creatures can be found on nearly every continent, making them one of the most adaptable mammals on our planet. Are you ready to learn all about goats for kids? Let's jump right in. Goats are medium-sized mammals with strong muscular bodies built for climbing. Their most distinctive features are their horns and beards. Both male and female goats can have horns, though the males, called bucks, usually have larger ones. Look at those rectangular pupils. Goats have unique eyes with horizontal pupils that give them an incredible field of vision, almost 340 degrees without even turning their heads. This helps goats spot predators no matter which direction they come from. Have you noticed how goats can climb almost anywhere? Their special hooves are split into two toes with hard outer shells and soft, grippy pads underneath. These amazing hooves allow goats to balance on the tiniest ledges and steepest slopes that would make even the best human climbers nervous. Goats come in many different colors and patterns. Some goats are pure white, others are brown, black, or even have spots and patches. The variety among goats is part of what makes these animals so fascinating for kids to learn about. Wild goats prefer mountainous regions where they can use their incredible climbing skills. Mountain goats can be found scaling nearly vertical cliffs in places like the Rocky Mountains and the Alps. Domestic goats live on farms and ranches all around the world. These adaptable animals can thrive in many different environments, from cold mountain regions to hot, dry areas. Watch how these goats move across that rocky terrain. Their powerful legs and specialized hooves allow them to jump from ledge to ledge with perfect balance. Goats are some of the best climbers in the animal kingdom. Goats are social animals that live in groups called herds. In the wild, these herds can range from a few goats to over 20 individuals. Domestic goats also prefer company and can become stressed if kept alone. Young explorers, did you know that goats are herbivores? That means they eat only plants. Their favorite foods include grass, leaves, twigs, and shrubs. Goats have special stomachs divided into 4 compartments that help them digest tough plant material that many other animals cannot eat. They chew their food, swallow it, and then later bring it back up to chew again. This process is called ruminating or chewing the cud. Look at how those goats are stretching up to reach leaves on that tree. Goats are famous for eating almost anything. They'll often stand on their hind legs or even climb into trees to reach tasty treats. But contrary to popular belief, goats don't actually eat tin cans or other inedible objects. They're curious animals who like to explore with their mouths, but they're actually quite selective about what they actually swallow and eat. Goats are much smarter than many people realize. Studies have shown that goats can solve complex puzzles and remember solutions for years. They're among the most intelligent farm animals. Listen to those bleats and calls. Goats communicate with each other using a variety of sounds. Mother goats and their kids recognize each other's voices even in a large herd. Did you notice how that goat is staring at the camera? Goats are very curious, and will investigate anything new in their environment. Their inquisitive nature makes them fun animals for kids to observe and interact with. Goats also communicate with body language. When they're happy, they might wag their tails or jump playfully. When they're scared, they might stand very still or huddle together with other goats. Baby goats are called kids. Isn't that fun? Just like you young explorers, these playful babies are called kids. Mother goats, called does, usually give birth to 1 to 3 kids at a time. The pregnancy lasts about 5 months. When the kids are born, they can stand and walk within minutes. This is important for wild goats that need to keep up with the herd to stay safe from predators. Watch those baby goats play. Kid goats are some of the most playful babies in the animal kingdom. They jump, run, and bounce around in a behavior called pronking or stotting. This play helps them develop the coordination and strength they'll need as adult goats. Mother goats are very protective of their kids and will keep them close for several months. The kids drink their mother's milk until they're old enough to eat solid foods like grass and leaves. Goats were among the first animals domesticated by humans around 10,000 years ago. That's even before dogs were fully domesticated. People realized that these intelligent animals provided milk, meat, and fiber for clothing. Throughout history, goats have traveled with humans to nearly every part of the world. Their ability to survive in harsh conditions made them valuable companions for early explorers and settlers. Look at these goats helping clear brush from that hillside. Today, goats are often used for land management. They love to eat invasive plants and can clear areas that would be difficult for humans and machines to reach. In many parts of the world, goats continue to be important for small family farms. They provide nutritious milk that can be made into cheese, yogurt, and other dairy products that many children enjoy. Goats play important roles in their natural ecosystems. Wild goats help spread plant seeds as they travel and digest their food, helping new plants grow in mountain environments. However, when too many goats graze in one area, they can sometimes eat too many plants. That's why farmers and land managers need to be careful about how many goats they keep in each area. In some places, goats are used to help prevent wildfires. By eating dry brush and undergrowth, goats create natural fire breaks that can stop fires from spreading too quickly. Despite their gentle appearance, goats have effective ways to defend themselves. Their sharp horns can be used against predators, and their incredible climbing ability helps them escape to safety on rocky terrain. Mountain goats can leap between narrow ledges with amazing precision. This skill allows them to reach areas where most predators cannot follow them. When threatened, domestic goats will often form a circle with their heads facing outward, horns ready to defend the group. Wild goats use similar strategies to protect their herds, especially when kids are present. That incredible eyesight we mentioned earlier? It's another key survival adaptation that helps goats spot danger from almost any direction without having to turn their heads. Young explorers, did you know that goats have accents? It's true. Studies have found that goats living in different regions develop different accents to their bleats, just like humans develop different accents when speaking. Here's another amazing fact about goats for kids. Goats have incredible balance and can rotate their rear hooves to help them navigate tricky terrain. This is why they rarely slip, even on the steepest mountain slopes. Watch that goat fainting. Some domestic goats have a condition called myotonia, which makes their muscles freeze temporarily when they're startled. These fainting goats don't actually lose consciousness, they just fall over for a few seconds before getting back up. Goats also have amazing memories. They can remember and recognize up to 50 other goats for years, and they never forget a human who has treated them kindly or unkindly. Throughout human history, goats have appeared in stories, myths, and art from cultures around the world. In some traditions, goats symbolize abundance and fertility because of their ability to thrive in harsh conditions. The constellation Capricorn is represented by a goat. Ancient astronomers looked up at the night sky and saw patterns that reminded them of these climbing animals. In many children's stories and educational videos, goats are portrayed as clever characters who use their wits to solve problems. These stories help kids learn important lessons while being entertained. Domestic goats are incredibly versatile farm animals. They can be trained to pull carts, carry packs on hiking trips, and even participate in obstacle courses. Their intelligence makes them quick learners. Some goats are even trained as therapy animals. These special goats visit hospitals and schools to bring joy to children who might be sick or having a difficult time. The playful nature of goats makes them perfect for bringing smiles to kids' faces. Look at those goats responding to their names. Many goat owners report that their goats come when called, just like dogs. This close bond between goats and humans has developed over thousands of years of living and working together. Scientists studying goats have made remarkable discoveries about animal intelligence. In one experiment, goats were able to learn how to use a complex tool to get food, and they remembered the solution 4 years later. Researchers have also found that goats prefer happy human faces to angry ones, showing that these animals can read human emotions. This ability helps them form stronger bonds with their human caretakers. The study of goat milk has led to important nutritional discoveries. Goat milk is easier for some people to digest than cow milk, making it an important alternative for children with certain dietary needs. Today, goats are finding new roles in human society. Goat yoga has become popular, where playful goats climb on participants during yoga classes. This fun activity helps people relax and connect with animals. In some cities, goats are hired to clear invasive plants from parks and public spaces. These working goats help the environment while entertaining local children who come to watch them in action. Look at those goats participating in that climbing competition. In some places, people hold goat shows where these animals can show off their natural abilities and win prizes for their owners. Young explorers, we've journeyed through mountains and farms to discover the amazing world of goats. These remarkable animals have been our companions for thousands of years, providing food, fiber, and friendship to people around the globe. From their incredible climbing abilities to their surprising intelligence, goats remind us of the wonderful diversity of animals that share our planet. By learning about goats for kids, we gain a deeper appreciation for these animals that help humans in so many ways. Goats teach us important lessons about adaptability and resilience. Just like goats can thrive in harsh mountain environments, we too can overcome challenges with determination and creativity. Next time you see goats at a farm or petting zoo, remember all the amazing facts you've learned today on Fun Animals for Kids. Think about how these animals have evolved their special traits over millions of years to become the climbing champions we know today. The more we learn about animals like goats, the better we can protect them and their wild habitats. Conservation efforts help ensure that future generations of young explorers will get to enjoy the sight of mountain goats scaling impossible cliffs. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about what you've learned. Sharing knowledge about animals for kids helps create a world where people care about wildlife and the environment. And remember, this is just one of many educational videos waiting for you on our channel. From the depths of the ocean to the highest mountain peaks, Fun Animals for Kids is your ticket to adventure and learning. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube Kids to join us for more exciting animal discoveries. Until next time, young explorers, keep climbing, keep exploring, and keep learning about the amazing animals that share our world.